Hey everybody, it's Seti the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play Kindred Spirits on the Roof. In the last part, quite a few things happened. We talked to Amishima and Itamoto a little bit, and well, we also talked to Anno quite a bit as well. Well, Yuna's talked to Anno quite a bit as well, and Anno gave her some pretty good advice of just kind of like if you remove the worry, then if Yuna just if she kind of stopped worrying about everything, just kind of removed the worry from her situation, then maybe she might find her answer there. And in this episode, which is gonna end up being part 50 actually, if my counting's been correct, this is part 50. I have a feeling that Yuna actually might find that answer. Anyway, let's keep going. One by one, and when they're all gone. Yeah, hopefully there'll be an answer at the end. And of course, it actually ends like this, making me look like a total jackass. Oh well, whatever. I knew it. You know what? I fucking knew it. I had a feeling that either if the event was gonna continue on, or just stop right then and there. And damn it, I hate it when. Damn it, I kind of hate when that happens. But you know what? Fuck it. We might as well just keep going on anyway. I'm not going to merge this on. So yeah, we're just going to continue with the part as normal. And kind of continuing off that, I kind of want to talk about Anno a little bit. And what she's added to the story right now. And first off, I think actually quite a bit highly now of her character. Now that she's been put back into the spotlight, it has done something very significant. Is like, you know, I said very similar stuff with Hina all the way back in, it was August. How Hina was actually a very interesting crutch character for Yuna, but because of how close they were. And admittedly, even then, I was thinking, yeah, these two are definitely going to be a pair-up. And, you know, now we're kind of at that, but it's like... So, Hina kind of stopped being the crutch character or the foil for Yuna. Because she herself has suddenly become because Hina herself has become a very significant character. Again, her significance in the plot is still tied to Yuna, but yeah. Anno's contribution to this kind of part of the plot is kind of taking over where Hina kind of let go when she confessed her feelings. She's no longer necessarily a crutch. Hina's no longer necessarily a crutch, but now Anno is. Anno, being the very kind of traditional best friend character that she is, she's contributing to the plot in her own way and helping Yuna's development. She herself is not necessarily developing as a character. I got a different opinion of her. I got a higher opinion of her now, not necessarily a different one, but yeah. So, yeah. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we're left with. She kind of fills the role of a foil or a crutch, like a crutch or a foil character very well. And debatably she was doing it better than Hina in a way, because like, again, the thing with Hina and Yuna you could tell is like, prior to August I would have said that prior to August I didn't really think much of Hina. But now we got to this, I thought she was a good foil character for the time being, but even then I knew they were eventually going to become a couple. It was just you kind of saw that shit coming. So yeah, so now Anno's actually kind of doing a better job as the foil character, because again, her character isn't developing too much. We've learned a little bit about her, but that's not necessarily character development. We're learning more about her. Like, her character isn't developing, we're just learning more about it. And so again, she's kind of sacrificing her own character development and her own kind of story to help Yuna out, which is exactly what a foil does. So more like a supporting character that they themselves don't get much character development, but help in another character's character development. having Anna be kind of the best friend character who also had absolutely, like, you kind of can, like, who had absolutely no kind of, who kind of had, like, absolutely, like, nothing to do with the situation. It really helped Yuna, and, like, her kind of outside looking in kind of view on the whole situation, and her kind of, and kind of the nature of her character helped Yuna, because again, the advice she gave was kind of cryptic, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to be moving on, and like I said, I feel like, okay, we're going to be done with the story soon, and I think we might actually find Yuna's answer very soon. So even if it wasn't right then and there, like I thought it was initially going to be, we're just going to keep going on with the plot anyway. This is Sunday, which is actually a very rare day, because I believe Sunday there's just no school going on, so she hasn't, there's no reason to necessarily go to the school. Like, assuming she doesn't have school. It's like, I don't know how the thing with Japan is like, I'm pretty sure there's no school on Sundays for Japan, but again, not 100% sure. Yeah, this is also voice mating. This is also going to be incredibly important.
Hi, これで最後。おしまい。はい、お疲れ様。ううん。ねえ、ひな。
Oh, this is a new one for her. It's actually kind of rare seeing her in the apron, but yeah, this one actually looks very. This expression actually looks very cute. Kind of looks a bit different for Yuna, probably because one of the first times she's actually facing in this direction. But yeah. And anyway, kind of removing from the seriousness of the scene, let's just get back into it.
何？ユナね。ずっと待たせて。ごめんね。私、やっとヒナに返事ができる。ユナね。ヒナ、私ね。私。ユナね。大好きよ。ヒナ。 ずっと返事できなくてごめんね。ゆな姉が好き。ずっと迷ってたの。だから気づくのが遅くなっちゃった。待たせちゃったね。不安にさせた？平気だった。ゆな姉だったらきっと返事くれると思ってたから。だからどんな返事でもよかった。待ってたよ。どんな返事でも？断られてもよかった。ちゃんと好きって言えたから。今嬉しい。ねえ、大好き。うん、私もよ、ひな。迷ってたの？ごめんね。私が勝手に迷ってたの。悩んでたの。答えをわからなくしてたの。でもやっと気づいたの。ひなに告白された時からひなが大好きだって。ね。聞いてほしい話があるんだけど。
Wait, is she gonna tell Hina about the kindred spirits, or? Okay, where are we? We're right here. Yeah, we still got a little bit of main story left, but should I save all my thoughts till the end? Because this might be a longish thing, but okay, no, fuck it, we're just gonna say it right now. Oh my god, this is so cute. Alright, initial reaction over. Now let's think about this a little bit. Yeah, it's very interesting how Kindred Spirits on the Roof works, because it makes me not like something. It makes me sometimes not like something a lot but then I end up really appreciating it at the end. For example, Amishima and Inamono's fight. I hated that shit. But I ended up thinking that, you know what? I really ended up appreciating it because it moved the story in probably the best possible direction it could have gone for those two. With the whole misunderstanding stuff from Sono, it's like, yeah, it's like I did not really like that at the time, but I can kind of grow to appreciate it now because it ended up leading to Sono and Kitty becoming a thing. This entire arc up to this point has been extremely frustrating. This entire arc up to ever since here has kind of been kind of frustrating because we in theory made no progress much of anywhere, and I inevitably thought that, and I knew that, yeah, Yuna and Hina getting together, that was going to be the end result. I kind of like, it was very obvious to tell even since August, but it ended up working so well. All of the stuff I wasn't really liking, it built up to this great thing in the end. And this is definitely an interesting way to tell, to do storytelling, and admittedly, I think it's kind of intentional. It's happened so many times where it's like, oh, we're gonna give you this thing you don't like, but it's gonna build up into something great at the end. It's like, I don't know if that was the intention. I assume when someone writes something, you're supposed to like it most of the way through the story, but it's like, yeah, it's an interesting way to tell stories, but you got to be very careful if you're going to tell a story like that. If you're going to make a lot of intentionally just like stuff that's not as interesting to lead up to a very interesting thing. But yeah, I really liked it. It's like, I felt this ultimate, like, I felt, again, that we achieved the best result possible this way. And that's all I have to say on that. I really like that stuff the Yuna was mentioning, like, would any of this happen, like, last spring? It's like, no. It's like, she's actually, like, it's like, it all happened because I met them and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, this really shows that, like, this is what you open the game with. This is the first thing you see, and this kind of sets up Yuna's character perfectly in this instance. And even when you kind of can predict maybe things will happen, like, oh, maybe she'll fall in love, like, this is a Yuri game, you might be able to expect like that. I would have never expected that, like, never in a million years when it got around to this, or even this, that it would end up with this, really. Like, you don't think about it, because, like, it's a very interesting way. Even if you see it maybe coming, like, maybe, like, I predicted that with Yuna being Yuri Cupid, oh, she might just find a girlfriend of her own. It's like, oh, I predicted that, but like, never like this. And I was gladly my expectations were kind of just hucked out the window at that moment. It's like, so yeah, anyway, we still gotta finish up a main story, so yeah. I was worried this part was gonna be really short and the arc was gonna end here. I'm kinda glad this main story segment exists. And I'm kind of hoping this is the end. That way we might have an appropriately sized episode. But it's like, yeah. I kind of like... If the episode kind of ended right then and there, this would have been a really awkward and short episode. But anyway. Oh, she's had to kind of maybe introduce them to the kindred spirits, I guess? Well, like, you kind of can see that coming. I think I might have heard that something like this happens, but yeah. And kind of, with how the last segment left off, you can kind of see that that's probably where this was going to go, but yeah. This is gonna... I wonder if Hina could see them. Like, oh no, we've confirmed can see them, or at least see something. But yeah, if Hina doesn't see them, this is an extremely awkward situation.
Ah, それはね、なんというか、私別に高いとこ、これからユナが紹介してくれる幽霊さんがいたからお邪魔したくなかっただけでね。
紹介？
ええ。二人にちゃんと紹介したかったの。アノとヒナにサチさんとメグミを紹介したかったの。あとサチさんとメグミにちゃんと紹介したかったの。恋人を。
恋人？
ちょっとユナ、それってユナ、返事したんだ。ちょっと落ち着いて。まずはちゃんと紹介させてよ。多分見えてないと思うんだけど、ここにいるのが榎木幸さんと長谷めぐみ。
Most characters
幽霊なんだけどね。
most characters will probably ever see on screen that isn't like a CG cutscene, because you could probably fit a lot more characters on screen in a CG, but yeah, most characters I think we'll ever see. I think we got close I think we got close on a part earlier where we saw Kiri, Sono, Yoka and Ariu, but I don't think Yuna was there, so that wasn't 5. This is 5.
ユリレイよ。
I'm sorry, but I'm going to ignore that for now.
友達なの。本当にいるのよ。別に信じてくれなくてもいいんだけど。ひなちゃん、見える？何も。やっぱりか。あのちゃんは何か見える？まあぼんやりとね。今日はいつもよりちょっとはっきりしてるかな。
ユナさん？あのさんって？
ええ、なんか少し霊感があるって。サチさんとめぐみのこともちょっと見えてたって。へえ、そうだったんだ。まあヒナは仕方ないかな。私だってあの日まで全然見えなかったんだし。でもいるんでしょ、そのサチさんとめぐみさん。みんな姉がそう言うんだもん。じゃあいる。私が見えてないだけ。ひなちゃんすごいね。
I wonder if Ano can hear them. I doubt it, but you could probably just see them, but yeah.
それでね、サチさん、めぐみ、もう知ってると思うけど、こっちがあの藤。私この子がひな。私のよろしくです。
そう、ちゃんと答えてあげたのね、ユナさん。
ええ、まあなんとかやっと。もう待たせるんだから。しょうがないでしょ、簡単に答えなんか出なかったんだから。ちゃんと報告しようと思って。そして2人のことも教えてあげようと思って。
そう嬉しいわ。
まあ2人ともこっちの声聞こえてないけどね。でも私もありがとう。 それでね、幸さん、めぐみ、その一つ提案があるんです。めぐみから聞いたんだけど、その幸さんたち、その初体験というかエッチが
ええ、まあそうだけど。
それでですね、そのもしよかったらだけど、私とひなに2人が憑依して、その1回だけなら。
ユナさん、その
はい。本当？でもひなちゃんは？ひなにも話してあるわ。ちゃんと了解してもらってるの。
That must have been a very interesting conversation to have with your girlfriend, I must say.
そう。めぐみ、そんなことまでユナさんに話していたのね。
Yeah, by the way, Megami, I do not feel bad about I do not feel bad about you being thrown under the bus. You kind of put a lot of pressure on Yuna there for a while.
ごめんなさい、幸さん。でも
いいえ、めぐみを責めるつもりはないわ。ユナさん、本当にいいの？
はい、いいです。
Oh, here are the cherry events. Wow, only 2. So it really is just, yeah, Ariyu and, Yoka and, yeah, Mishima Itamoto. I guess that, like, yeah, we're kind of, we're pretty much right there. The end is really fucking close. There's kind of nothing left to do except finish it at this point. Well, I mean, we got the cherry events, but after that, it's like, yeah, we're gonna be right at the very end. So, yeah. We got some, we got a few, we got 2 little distractions we need to take care of. Probably some stuff I'm gonna have to censor. I could be hopeful, but I know the hope isn't gonna help. I can hope I don't have to censor anything, but I know the hope won't help. And, yeah, we'll, be finishing this up real soon. Oh, man. Being at the end like this is a very interesting... This is a very interesting situation. Anyway, next time we're gonna be going on with probably yeah, just rock and roll relationship. We're gonna go in order this time, or just I don't know. I feel like doing this one first, I guess. So yeah, we'll see you guys then.